I'm Clemens Siren. I'm one of the vice chairs at the Department of Radiology at the University Hospital of LMU Munich.
I'm George Cardozo. I'm a reader in Artificial Medical Intelligence at King's College London, where I lead a team doing research in machine learning and AI applied to radiological data.
My name is Dr. Amir Bigdeli. I am head of the Department of Diagnostic and Interventional Radiology here at Med Clinic Munich South.
The partnership with Deepc started out in a moment of enlightenment when we realized that we really need to see AI in radiology not only as a research tool, but more like a clinical scenario.
The science is changing every day, and the algorithms are improving on their capabilities and capacities. They're becoming more accurate, they're becoming fairer, they're becoming safer.
AI will be a significant transformer of how radiology works in the future.
We develop algorithms to make sure that AI happens in reality and can affect patients in the best way possible.
I intended to use artificial intelligence long before I met Deepc here in my department, but unfortunately my plan failed.
So we want to be able to cover the full AI development lifecycle, all the way from data acquisition, and we're talking about very large amounts of data, to data curation, data labeling, training of the algorithms, and then deploying these algorithms in the real world so that you can demonstrate that they have a real world impact.
Right now we have different algorithms available that are ready for clinical application.
And the problem of doing those things is when you have cross-functional teams, it's quite hard to bring everyone together.
Without Deepc, I would have to contact the respective providers of the algorithms and then go through it with my IT department for every test. At the end, it would take much more time and consume many resources.
Of course, we had a number of algorithms already running at our department, but there are a number of challenges along the way. So first, when you have a clinical issue, a clinical challenge you would like to address by an algorithm, it's really hard to orient yourself on the market.
Furthermore, I would have to ask our data protection officer for permission, which takes a certain amount of time. Because of course, she first has to investigate the provider and his service. If she then gives green light, then my IT department comes into play. They have to contact the provider and initiate the connection.
The other part of the story is that we realized when we approached or assessed a new algorithm, we always had to go through our legal contract situation. It would take months in order to get those contracts approved. And then you'd also have the issue that charging and keeping the business connection alive is challenging at times.
Now imagine that the algorithm doesn't pass the test and has to be uninstalled after the test period. Then all the effort was in vain and we lost several months.
We realized that if we wanted to use AI in the whole spectrum, it would just take up too much of our resources in order to apply for those, to go through the legal process.
So one of the trickiest things we have in our field is to be able to take something in the lab and make it work on patients.
We already had a number of algorithms active in our clinical routine, but needed to simplify the approach and to streamline it in order to make it fit into a clinical workflow so radiologists would readily be inclined to adopt it. So I still remember this first meeting when Deepc made the pitch at our department, and we felt, wow, that's a match.
That's where Deepc OS comes in. It gives us that foundation, that software, where we can then take our algorithms, package them in an appropriate way, and deploy them clinically, use them in patients, monitor their performance, so that in the end, we can care for our patients in the way that we wanted to.
So you don't have just one algorithm you can choose from, but you'd have 2 or 3 algorithms to address the issue, make your own opinion about the performance, and kind of have a trial also for different algorithms and then make an informed decision.
I am now testing an algorithm for analyzing chest X-rays and soon another algorithm for chest CTs. That works almost as easily as installing a new app on your smartphone. All it takes is a short consultation with Deepc.
Well, it's clinical reality. Deepc is fully integrated in our clinical workflow. The images are sent from our PACS system directly to the servers of Deepc for different clinical applications. And once the radiologists open the case from the work list, the results are already there, and they provide a second opinion and reporting support.
It doesn't even need the input of our IT department anymore. Deepc makes the testing and installation of new algorithms so easy and flexible. I am convinced that we will continue to benefit from the collaboration in the future.
What we have experienced is that radiologists really value the presence of those algorithms as a second reader.
We benefit from the possibility of faster reporting.
So a lot of times it's not black and white. So you have your doubts, you're reading the scan, and the algorithm gives you a second opinion.
Also important for us is the valuable feedback that our young residents receive for each X-ray. In my eyes, this is crucial for their training.
Being able to test the algorithms that you've developed internationally, and then be able to deploy and monitor these algorithms throughout their full life cycle is something that is absolutely essential if we are to ever make algorithms trusted by our patients. I think the future for AI is really exciting.
There is already another large Artemid hospital that had recognized these benefits and adopted Deepc. I am very excited about the future.
From my point of view, Deepc and the Department of Radiology at LMU were able to move together down the developmental road. I think we've achieved quite a bit. We have had fun moments like the use of algorithms on Oktoberfest, which was just a star moment, of course. And I'm looking very much forward of moving the development line together down the road, see what's possible. There are challenges ahead, but starting from there, the sky is the limit.